Hey Archery Talk, this is Lucas, and today the big brown truck dropped off another bow from Prime. This is the second delivery from these guys this year. The first was the Nexus 2. I did a video on that on my unboxing, looked at some of the features and changes that the Nexus 2 underwent. A lot of that is going to be the same on this bow. I'm going to be setting this one up for target purposes. So let's open up the box and have a look. Let's grab my trusty Spyderco Delica. Put that away real quick. And we're going to talk a little bit about what we see here. So this is the Prime Nexus 6, and this one has come dressed in their new hammered gray finish on the riser. That is brand new for this year. And actually in person, it's an interesting looking thing. I'm a huge fan of Prime's kind of solid colors, especially like their earth tones. I had the grizzly brown on the Black 3 last year, and I've had some kind of like tan colors in some other bows. And I really do think they are probably my favorite looking risers in the industry. This hammered gray is a different approach from Prime. It looks nice in person. I think I'm more partial to those solid color ones, but this is a cool option. I think a lot of folks probably get a kick out of it this year. Something new, and it is textured as well. So it's not just like a gray and black spotted paint job, but you can actually feel the texture of those, this kind of like that hammered style in there. Very cool. Changes for this bow over the Black series last year. So I had the Black 9, which I had set up for target. So this Nexus 6 will be a target rig this year. I'll set it up very much the same way. Obviously, it's going to be a little shorter. The string angle is going to be a touch sharper, but 36 should still be pretty good for me. My sweet spot is like a 37, 38-inch bow has been about my sweet spot for target archery in the past, although anything can change in the future, who knows. But I think it'll work well. I'll go over some specs real quick. Axle to axle, as the name suggests, is 36 inches. Brace height, 6.5 inches. And IBO rated speed on this one is 331 feet per second. That's pretty quick for a target rig. I've got this one sent to me with 60-pound limbs, unlike the hunting bows, which I get sent with 70. And with 60-pound limbs, I suspect I'm still going to get really nice, really good speed out of this bow. I'll have this set up with a draw length at 30 inches. And the draw length actually goes from 24.5 up to 31.5 inches on this bow. That is a larger range in the amount of draw length available on the cams that Prime has ever offered before. Certainly compared to the Black series I had last year. Adds a couple inches, so people with shorter draws, 24.5 inches, all the way up to big 31.5-inch draws can get the most out of this bow. I will probably set this one up with the 30.5-inch modules, and then move the draw stops in a little bit to get myself a little more holding weight. So if I you shoot that with 31.5-inch kind of position, and then bring the draw stops into 30. Then that should give me probably 70% or so of a let off is my hope. But I'll experiment and get back to you guys and tell you for sure how that worked out. That's pretty much what I did with the Black 9 last year. The hunting bows I kind of keep more in their traditional positions because I like a little more let off for hunting bow. But for target bows, I like that 65 to 70 is kind of my where I like to be for the most part. And with this bow set up at 60 pounds, I think I'm still going to get pretty solid arrow speeds. Maybe approaching 300 feet a second or so with a 350 grain arrow, but I'll probably shoot for the most part. I'll be a little closer to 400 to 450 with what I'm shooting target with for the most part. Because I don't do unknown 3D because I don't know how to guess yardage very well. So I like shooting known distances, so I don't need to have a super speedy bow. But this one will be helpful to those folks that are. I'm also thinking this is going to be a very good kind of do everything bow for those people that are interested in that. 36 inches is that's still small enough to take hunting. Maybe some ground blinds will be tricky, but I shot my first deer out of a ground blind with a 60-pound bow that was 36 inches axle to axle, just like this. So I suspect I could do it again. And it's got plenty of speed for hunting, especially if you're going to go 70-pound limbs. You're going to get lots of speed out of this if you need it. And it'll have that nice stability of a 36-inch bow. Just like all the Primes in recent years, it's got that little S-curve at the bottom, the swerve, the center swerve they call it, supposedly designed to kind of help you hold better at full draw. I've never been able to determine how much of that is marketing speak and how much of that is actually true. But all the Prime bows I shoot quite well. I really like how they shoot and hold for the most part. And price-wise, this one's coming in at, I believe, $1,200 or $1,300. I'm not seeing a concrete price anywhere. Prime doesn't list it on their websites. Their Nexus 2 and the 4 I think are coming in at around $1,000 as MAP. So this one's coming again be a couple $100 more regardless. Which is again so $1,300 now for a hunting bow. That seems like a lot for a target bow. It's actually not so bad at all. Compared that to the flagship bows from the other manufacturers, your Hoyts, your PSCs, your Matthews. You're going to be paying $300, $400, $500 more for those bows. So that's a notch in Prime's favor as well. Some changes this year over last year. So the cams are beyond offering greater range of draw lengths. The cams are now made out of a different type of aluminum. They used to be a 6000 series aluminum, and now they're a 7000 series aluminum. And then that allowed Prime to, because that 7000 series is a stronger and stiffer aluminum, so it's allowed them to make some more cutouts in here to make these lighter. And that lighter weight is according to Prime, is helping knock off a little bit of vibration. Another help on the vibration front is the rings here. Connecting their cables are lighter weight this year. Shooting the Nexus 2, I can say that it definitely feels a little bit different than the Prime Black 3, which I found maybe had a touch more vibration than I would like. Not outrageous, but a little more than normal. But the Nexus 2 seems to be back to how I've enjoyed Primes in the past. Also new is this Nano Grip from Prime this year. This is filled with a NASA engineered aerogel underneath there. And the whole idea about that is it gives you kind of like a layer between a cold aluminum riser and your grip, especially for hunting bows. If you're hunting northern climates like I do, that can make a nice difference. Target bow, I'm not sure how much I really need that. I like shooting off the riser and past Prime bows. I really like their grips. The good news is their grip angle is the same. The grip width is largely the same, and it's just got a little bit of texture. So I'm hoping when I'm doing summer 3D shoots, if they ever happen again, or field shoots or target shoots, that maybe if I'm sweating, I won't move around so much because there's a little bit of texture on this grip. And it does feel fine in the hand. I really, for target bow, I like that idea of shooting off the riser when I can. But again, I'm not too worried. I think it's going to work out just fine. Prime has also updated the Flexus riser. They've made it a little stronger this year. The front stabilizer mount has apparently been beefed up a little bit as well. And the riser itself is, again, same idea. Different cutouts are a little bit different compared to the Black Series, but it's it's the typical Prime, quality and shape and all that. And fit and finish on Prime bows for me is second to none. I do think they have about the nicest looking bows in the industry, especially their solid colors. That grizzly brown Black 3 I shot last year is just the prettiest looking bow. So you're not going to have, Prime does not take a backseat to anybody when it comes to fit and finish and things like that with their archery kit. I think that's about it for now, Archery Talk. Again, I'm going to have hopefully some more target bows coming in. This is the first one I've got this year, so I'm hoping for a couple others. The Hoyts of the world, the Matthews of the world, the PSC of the world all have some new target rigs for this year. I'm hoping to get a couple of those in at least for a big shootout at the end of the year and some comparison videos. So if you've got any ideas, let me know in the comments section. And please do like, share, and subscribe. It helps the channel an awful lot. And we'll see you again soon.